everyone.
Hey.
This is another day of inspired conversations with me, Sharon Gutierrez, with compliments of Sharon and the beautiful
Tiffiny of Build Body Wealth.
Yes. And so, well, the topic for today is super fun, but it's also a little bit vulnerable because that's like our whole thing right now. But it really is that, I think it's just that kind of sparkle, that energy that shines through. And
I've been going through, I feel like a metamorphosis for last couple of years. And for those of you who don't know a lot about me, I got divorced about 3 years ago. And so that was a huge change for me. And as anybody that goes through a divorce, whether you lose a spouse or even just a partner, it takes a lot. And it takes a lot of emotionally, but it literally takes a lot physically. Like you're chopping up your life. You're selling stuff off. You're moving around. And so after I got divorced, I was supposed to have this, Sharon. I was supposed to have an Eat, Pray, Love trip. That never happened. I was supposed to like go to Italy and I'm just going to go off and find myself. But that's not what happened.
Yeah. What
happened was I got right back into work mode. I was like, oh, you know what? Got divorced. Let me take this energy and put it into my business and let's get this going. Let's get this going. And I've been doing that for the last 3 years. I've been doing a lot of stuff and literally holding. But I have not really been focused on my joy. I mean, I work out and that's fun, but I haven't really. The whole point of the Eat, Pray, Love trip is to find your sparkle. Is to come back to that space where it's like, okay, I'm going to set some intentions. I'm going to dig a little deeper. I'm just going to kind of heal. And so for me, I have literally just been like in a holding pattern. I have not dated, Sharon. I don't mind saying it. I have not went on one date since I got divorced. And I think a big part of it, I was like, that's not my focus. I'm focused on my business. I'm focused on this. But part of dating, part of engaging with people, part of just doing fun things, that's part of the sparkle.
Yeah.
That's part of the energy. That's part of looking at your life and like, okay, I feel good today. I can do this. And it's really, really hard to run a business successfully and you wake up and you feel like I got work to do.
Yeah.
Versus I want to do this, or I have this joy, or I feel light and I feel airy. And I know so many women like me, Sharon, I was telling you this.
Yeah.
We're in the same boat. It's like they're doing the do. They're going to work. They're making their careers work. They're even getting promoted. They're excelling. So on the outside, it looks like they're doing really well.
Yeah.
On the outside, they look really strong. On the outside, they're accomplishing a lot. But on the inside, it's just like,
Well, I think it's a really natural and common occurrence, though. I mean, I think for a lot of women and men, both of us, I think, I legit was just having this conversation with a guy the other day, so I know it's for men too, so. But we like go into that mode because it's a safe zone.
Yeah.
It really is. It's something that we can do well, we can excel at it, but it doesn't necessarily, it isn't all encompassing in the way that it brings us sparkle. It brings us like that next level of joy because you have to have harmony within things, and especially for like ambitious, high achievers, right? Like,
and then for me, it's also enjoying myself. Like getting back to what brought me joy. And Sharon, I shared this with you. When I think back to what gave me what I call the sparkle, what made me feel good was when I was competing. When I was on stage, when I was doing what I loved every day, even though I was going through a lot at the time, when I was in that space, when I was working out, when I was fit, when I was on stage, that was my joy. That was not just my joy, it was my sparkle. Like I felt different, I came different, I showed up different, and you could see it in my energy.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying I want to compete again, but I want to take myself back to that free-flowing, light, airy, joyful space where I'm so focused on just having a good time that it shows. And I think that when you're going through something for so long, and I know a lot of women can relate, it's like you have a long to-do list and you become like this, like a worker bee. And it's like, I just got to get the work done and I got to grind it out and I got to be hard, and you just kind of lose that free-flowing energy.
They call it hustle porn.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, we kind of like glamorize that like piece of it, you know, where it's like, yeah, grind it out. But like, I mean, I think a huge shift for me, honestly, and that's kind of like that whole sparkle thing for me, and like that kind of extra layer of energy is that it doesn't, like we were just talking about this, it doesn't have to be complicated.
Yes.
it can be work without being complicated or take extraordinary amounts of energy and effort in our life.
And Sharon, something else that helps me sparkle is when I step outside my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and again, it's like something inside of me says, do something different. Do something different. Like, do something that makes you a little afraid, right? Do something that brings up a little bit of fear, a little bit of maybe excitement / anxiety. Not in a bad way, but just something that you would not normally do. Something you probably wouldn't tell your mom you did. But something where it's kind of on the edge for you, whatever that is. Mm-hmm. Maybe some women is wearing red lipstick. Maybe for some women is wearing high heel shoes. I don't know what that is for you. Mm-hmm. But whatever it is, step out there. Do something that kind of scares you and excites you at the same time. But honestly, what I can say is when you are in that space, it's a little bit uncertain. It's a little bit of fear. Yeah. It's a little bit of anxiety, but sometimes that's your most creative space. That's that space.
Well, that's where growth is happening.
Yes.
That's where growth is happening. And so that kind of parlays us right into, so we are in the midst, like we're on May 6th, we're starting our 30 days to up level your life. Yes. And where we're like laying it all on the table. And so we're going to be going over like meditation. We're going to be going over just a lot of personal development topics. We're going to be talking about fitness, about all of these different things that are just like, hey, here's everything we're doing to grow and be the best people that we can be, right? And what's cool about that is because we know it starts May 6th, but legit, we're starting right now. Like, I'm committed, I'm in. So there's definitely like this whole challenge part of it. So like we've already started, and so the results that you can expect, like we're already seeing, because like once you make the decision, like honestly, once you just commit to something, even if it doesn't start right now, that's when your like vibration changes. Yes. That's when
I just want to see everybody take the chance and just know that we are in this with you. I mean, I still have my non-date self some hurdles to get over. I'm still working on me. We are doing this with you. We have already started. We are making the changes. We are seeing the changes. And we're up leveling ourselves. Mm-hmm. So not only are we ready to change for you, but for ourselves as well. Mm-hmm. And we're here coming clean, saying, look, we're up leveling. Are you on board? Yep. Are you with us?
Are you with us?
I
love that.
To do this?
Yeah, because we're doing it. We're taking action. This is happening. So May 6th is going down. If you sign up now, the link is in the comments. I don't know where I'm pointing. There's like so many screens happening right now. There's somewhere. So you can click on something somewhere. And legit, you'll immediately get the grocery list and the guide. And we're throwing more bonuses in there because like you said, we're already showing up. We're already high vibes. So we're just going to keep throwing stuff in there and more bonuses because we're there. That's it, you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Bye, everybody.
And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye. Bye.